We want to know the data. We want to understand the market, and we want to understand the market better than anybody else, right? So I always liken it to, we want to be a rate maker, not a rate taker. So don't just always go out to the market and ask for rates. Know where the market's at and help set the rates. And so one of the things that network intelligence has brought to us is we know what we're buying for, but we also have insights of what others are buying in that market and how we stack up. And are we making decisions around lanes and cost structure that say, hey, are we at, below, or above? And then we can make an intelligent decision before we even go out to the market at any point in time. In the past, we have individuals that spent an inordinate amount of time going through national bids. And in certain cases, they were doing annually. And then when the market got really tight, they started doing every 6 months. And so you're throwing this big ecosystem out to the network and see what's happened. We knew by bringing in a company like Breakthrough and Felix, it gave us visibility to really light up our network and really provide us insights to what is our routing guide compliance, what is our tender compliance, what is all the attributes that we wanted to really measure without us having to develop it. We were able to bring that technology to play. And I think what's resonated the most for me, and I think what really sold our leadership team on, is when we presented it to our board of directors, and really our CIO at the time looked at it, he said, this is the first technology I've seen that they're not only giving me an actionable item, but it's actually not just a pretty graphs, it's actually pointing you where the problems are at and helping you drive solutions into networks. And so we've seen just within the first 6 months, almost a 90% reduction in the amount of all-in rates that we have. That was probably the first kind of aha for my team at Lineage to say, okay, there's better ways of doing this. We're now maturating our data with the Felix data and saying, okay, take all of our information, take the Felix information, and now you take two ecosystems that are, in essence, almost $40 billion worth of freight that we now have visibility to between the two groups, and how do we meld those together? I think is when you talk about resilience, that's going to start changing the game for us from a cold supply chain perspective.